Is in victory lane here on Franklin Impressions Night. But sit back, relax, and enjoy. The fastest division is coming your way, and it's coming up next right here. As the green flag goes up in the air. And I think that will be followed by the caution, and yes, it will be. So caution coming out on the all over again, as Joe Keeley will throw the green flag as we are set, and it is race time here at the Waterford Speedbowl. Green flag is up in the air, and it is Jerry Poole that leads Trevor right on the start. Two cars up against the Amco barrier, and the caution comes out.
Voicing.
No laps have been completed as race time once again here at Waterford Speedbowl. F2 modified. Jerry Poole with car number 43. Mike Parker will lead him off of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Northbound and northbound, wheel to wheel. Who will lead lap number 1 when they come off of turn number 4? It's going to be Mike Parker. But look at second generation driver Jay Miller with car number 09. The Downs Auto Body entry working up to the outside of the Pro machine as he digs deep as they work it off turn number 4.
We've been talking about Tommy Fox. Tom Fox right now in the 4th spot on the speedway, out there on a little island by himself, if you will. Right now, here comes Don Fowler to join him up there in what looks to be the 26th, and Ron Uhas Jr., the first winner of the 2001 season, trying to put that number 6 automobile out of the pack and up there in the clean air, if you will. But late in the race, Mike Parker in the 53 had that early jump. Now he's showing us what he can do when he gets out there by himself.
Well, another driver that's threading the needle. It's the North End Auto Parts, Tarlin Automotive, the cranberry colored car, number 54 for Eric Berndt, is now found himself up into the top 6. We told you he had a big win last night at the Stafford Motor Speedway. Well, right now he'd like to have back-to-back wins, as now he is all over the rear bumper of the Tommy Fox machine. But the man that slows the parade down in the turn number 1 is Mike Parker. Jay Miller runs second. Then in third it is Jerry Poole. And then in the 4th spot it is car number 26 for Danny Fowler. Then it is Tommy Fox, Eric Berndt, Ron Uhas, and then it is Ed Dockenhausen and Ed Reed. Those are your top 10 cars.
Well, you're talking about a cranberry-colored car. Keep an eye on the number 3. He's picked up 3 positions in about 1 lap. That's Dennis Gata out there in the number 3 automobile. Keep an eye on him as he works his way through the field, knocking off car by car, picking his way towards the front. As they come around the track once again, Mike Parker holding on to a slim lead over Miller and Pearl.
And of course, Jay Miller's dad, Ray Miller, had a lot of success when he drove modifieds, even right here at the Waterford Speedbowl. As right now, Jay Miller is all over the back bumper of the Mike Parker machine. One machine off the pace, that's car number 19 for Louis Glass. Tough break for him, driving the car that Moose Hewitt had a lot of success with. But right now, speaking of success, Mike Parker could talk about that right now, but no, not for much longer. As now Jay Miller pokes his way out into the number 1 spot. Second generation driver, Miller goes the way. Pearl runs second. Eric Berndt now has climbed his way up into 3rd, coming from the 11th starting spot. As right now, he is all over the rear bumper of Jerry Pearl.
Look at Dennis Gata now making his way up through traffic. He is up there about the challenge for the lead. Started way back in the 12th position, making his way up through. That's the number 3 automobile. But as you say, Eric Berndt, that talented young driver who dominated the modified weekend, is showing us stuff once again. Challenging Jerry Pearl out there in the 43 automobile. The 54 car of Eric Berndt looks to the outside. He'll look to the inside. He can drive anywhere on the speedway. What a beautifully prepared car.
Well, right now it is Jay Miller that fills the way. Currently running second, it is the veteran driver Jerry Pearl. But here comes Eric Berndt. The Northern Auto Parts machine works right up to the outside. There's plenty of horsepower action here at Waterford Speedbowl as Jay Miller to the inside. Eric Berndt, the Waterford Auto Parts, entry up to the outside as now he'll poke the nose out in front. Here comes Jay Miller one more time down inside. Can't hold off the challenges of Berndt as Berndt will take over on, which is 17 laps to go. Eric Berndt is absolutely on a roll for tonight with that Waterford Auto Parts Talent Automotive entry. Jay Miller runs second, Joey Pearl is third, Dan Fowler is fourth, and now Ron U.S. Jr. finds himself among the top five. Further on back, Dennis Gator, two-time SK Modified champion, has now worked his way up into the top 10, and he's a man on a mission as he's trying to work to the inside of the Mark Laginez machine. They run side by side, and that is for the 8th position down in 3.
I think Dennis likes the way he looks holding a checkered flag, that's for sure. He'd like to make it 3 in a row here in the modified division, but he's going to have his work cut out for him. Eric Berndt, it's like blood in the water. Last night, Stafford Speedway. Tonight was take one home at the Waterford Speedbowl. He is actually putting quite a bit of distance between he and the rest of the field. Actually, the race is going to be between Miller and Fowler right now as Jerry Pearl coming back up towards the front. He's trying to put that 43 around Miller and give chase to Berndt. It's not going to happen this time around as the laps start to tick down. Next time by, we're going to be showing 11 laps on the Budweiser Bud Light scoreboard.
Well, Eric Berndt was the $8,000 man person on the speedway. It appears to be Harry Ram up in turn number 4. And from our vantage point, at least it looks like it is the Harry Ram machine. And it's Eric Berndt, Jay Miller. 11 laps remain. The green flag lays back up in the air. And Eric Berndt with a good start down into trouble. One car out of sight, as everybody will try to sneak around, and Corson will come back out on the speedway. That is also a chassis dynamic race car as well. Green flag is back up in the air. It's race time once again, and Eric Berndt leads him down into turn number 1. But now a battle for second. Jerry Pearl, the veteran driver here at the Waterford Speedbowl, is now challenging Jay Miller for the second spot, and he'll take the spot away. So Miller now is third. Now there's a battle for fourth. Ryan U.S. up to the outside. His further on back, another machine drifted up the bank in there, did a great job of saving that machine. Ryan U.S. now is caught up on the outside. Here comes Dennis Gator now. He'll look for racing him down low as well.
Dennis Gator making the move on the inside as he makes his move towards the front of the field. Currently sitting in the 5th spot on the speedway behind Ed Dockenhausen. Now the field has pulled up a little bit behind Eric Berndt's automobile due to the caution flag. Let's see if he can create the separation that he did before between he and the rest of the field, because he is definitely on a wire. He is setting the pace. He is setting the groove on this track.
Well, the man who runs very well on the outside, car number 3 of Dennis Gator now is trying to take 2 cars at once in turn number 3. Now, Ryan U.S. has some kind of a problem. Sparks are coming off of the machine. Is it possible that he has a tire going down? As you can see, a lot of sparks as he's lost a lot of ground. He was running up in the top 5 just a few laps ago, and right now he is pedaling backwards. But the man who's pedaling forward, that is car number 54 of Eric Berndt. Jerry Pearl runs second. The 48 of Dockenhausen runs third, and then they're in the 4th spot. Car number 3 of Dennis Gator. The question is time running out for Gator to pick up another win here at the Waterford Speedbowl? Because Eric Berndt with the North End Auto Parts Talent Automotive entry looks to have everything going his way here in this SK Modified feature.
Larry Goff is making his way very slowly around this speedway. Let's see if that is going to be a situation that calls for the caution. Might not be the case. 2 laps left to go in this one, as we have a tremendous race on the part of Eric Berndt. The battle now for second. Jerry Pearl, Dockenhausen, and Gator. Gator looks like he has the advantage over Dockenhausen. He is currently in the 3rd spot on the speedway. 1 lap left to go. Eric Berndt making his way around the speedway in the front spot. Now the battle comes down to the second spot. Jerry Pearl will take home the second spot, followed closely by Dennis Gata and Ed Dockenhausen. You talk about a dominating performance. Eric Berndt in car number 50.
Drivers, as of course the Bob Valenti Automobile Late Model Division is coming out. We'll talk with Dennis Gata right inside the car as he's unstrapping. Dennis, you started back about the 13th spot. You got up to third.
Well, actually, we started dead last because we didn't make the height check coming out onto the track. So my hat's off to the crew. They really worked hard today. Obviously, Eric's had a good weekend. Those guys are doing a great job this year. Got a great car. I can't say enough about this YN crew. We had some clutch problems in practice. Twice they had the transmission out of this and really battled back hard. And I got to thank Larry's Auto Machine for the awesome power. This thing came through traffic like they were tied to stumps. Chassis Dynamics, YN Company, Bennett Excavating, Head Insurance, Big A Auto, North Branford.
Okay, that's Dennis Gata. He's out of breath. He'll take a nice drink of some cold water, as of course he is the point leader in the SK Modified Division. The veteran driver, Jerry Pearl, will get him while he's still strapped in his car. Jerry, I'll tell you were up there with the youngsters tonight. You really had a great show with car 43.
Yeah, I got to thank a lot of people. You know, I've been thinking about retiring, and I don't know, this is a good run for me.
Did you think at any point that you could add anything for the 54 car?
Nah, I didn't have enough for him, but I had enough to hold the rest off.
Okay, that's Jerry Pearl. He finishes second here tonight. But the gentleman who's had a tear, as last night he had a great run over at the Stafford Motor Speedway. He won the 100-lap main event. And tonight he comes here to the Waterford Speedbowl. And he picks up his third win of the 2001 season, and he'll talk to us about his win here. Well, Eric, it's like deja vu. I remember talking to you last night, and I'm talking to you once again. Talk about this rocket ship here tonight.
The car was unbelievable. We made some changes after the warm-ups. We weren't happy with it. Guys, they definitely changed the right thing. It was on rails tonight. I've been dreaming about a twofer for 7 years, and it's finally a Friday night win and a Saturday night win. It's great.
What's the big difference from last year to this year?
Everything's just meshing. The guys work good together. We got good power, good handling car from Chassis Dynamics. Ricky and Billy, just unbelievable year. Got to thank my sponsors, North End Auto Parts, Talon Automotive, American Eagle, Concrete Express, Billy the Kid for a great motor. Everything just great.
Okay, that's going to wrap things up from Victory Lane. Eric Berndt picks up his third win of the 2001 season with car number 54. A great job done by Jerry Pearl. He finishes second. And two-time SK Modified champion Dennis Gata comes home in the third spot.